If you feel like you're doing everything right, affirming, visualizing, trying to stay positive, and still nothing is moving, this might be the reason. The more you force something to happen, the more your body confirms that you don't have it yet. And that energy is what keeps it away. Most people misunderstand attraction. They think it's about wanting something badly. They think it's about repeating affirmations louder. They think it's about convincing the universe. But attraction doesn't respond to volume. It responds to state. And if your state is urgency, you're not attracting. You're chasing. And chasing is fear wearing effort. Let's be honest. When you say you want something, what do you actually feel? Do you feel calm? Or do you feel pressure? Do you feel certain? Or do you feel behind? Because your body doesn't follow your words. It follows your dominant emotion. And your dominant emotion is trained by repetition. You don't attract what you want. You attract what feels normal. If struggle feels normal, you will unconsciously recreate it. If chaos feels familiar, you will feel uncomfortable in peace. If delay feels expected, you will anticipate disappointment. And your mind will behave in ways that match that expectation. This is not punishment. This is conditioning. Your brain is not designed to give you what's better. It's designed to keep you in what's familiar, even if what's familiar is stress. So when you say, "I want financial freedom," but your nervous system is used to pressure, your body will subtly resist ease. When you say, "I want love," but your identity is built around abandonment, you will react in ways that protect that identity, because identity feels safe, even when it limits you. This is the real secret of attraction. You don't manifest from desire. You manifest from identity. If your identity says, "I am someone who struggles," you will find proof. If your identity says, "Things don't work out for me," your mind will filter reality through that lens, and even opportunities will look temporary. So forcing doesn't work. Because forcing comes from a state of lack. When you force, your mind is saying, "It's not here yet. It's not enough. It's not happening fast enough." And that internal tone becomes your default signal. Attraction responds to your default, not your momentary excitement, not your ritual, not your technique, your default emotional baseline. Let's talk about what forcing actually looks like. Forcing looks like checking messages, checking views, checking bank balance, checking for signs. Forcing looks like overthinking, analyzing every detail, replaying every conversation, searching for confirmation. Forcing looks like trying to feel high vibe when your body feels tense. You smile, but your jaw is tight. You say, "It's coming," but you don't believe it, and your body always reveals the truth. Your nervous system chooses safety over success. Always. If success feels unfamiliar, your body reads it as threat. Not because it's bad, but because it's new, and new equals uncertain. So your system pulls you back into the old. Old thoughts, old reactions, old patterns. Then you say, "Why does this keep happening?" Because you're still operating from the same identity, the same emotional rehearsal. You don't need a new method. You need a new internal normal. There are 3 states people live in: the chasing state, the controlling state, and the receiving state. The chasing state sounds like this: "I need it. I hope it happens. Why is it slow?" The controlling state sounds like this: "I'll do more techniques. I'll fix every negative thought. I'll force my mind to believe." But the receiving state sounds different. "It's done. I move calmly. I don't need to rush. And calm is the signal of certainty. Certainty doesn't scream. Certainty is quiet. When you truly believe something is yours, you don't check every hour. You don't beg. You don't chase signs. You move normally. You plan normally. You speak normally. That's what people misunderstand. Attraction is not excitement. It's stability. The real secret is emotional neutrality. When you stop reacting emotionally to the absence, you create space for presence. But neutrality requires discipline, because your mind is addicted to urgency. Your mind thinks stress equals productivity, but stress is not action. Stress is resistance. You can take action calmly. You can work steadily. You can build consistently, without panic, without proving, without forcing. Here is something uncomfortable. If your desire feels like an emergency, you cannot hold certainty. Emergencies create survival mode. Survival mode narrows your thinking. It makes you reactive. It makes you impulsive. And impulsive action rarely creates stable results. So the first step is not technique. It's regulation. Regulate your body. Slow your breathing. Relax your shoulders. Release your jaw. Because a relaxed body thinks differently. A calm body chooses differently, and different choices compound. Now let's talk about identity shift. Most people try to create a new life with the same personality that created the old one. Same reactions, same doubt, same insecurity. But a new life requires a new self-concept. Ask yourself, who am I when it's already done? How do I speak? How do I move? How do I respond to problems? If you had financial stability right now, would you panic over small expenses? If you felt deeply loved, would you overanalyze every message? If you trusted your path, would you constantly compare yourself? Probably not. So why are you practicing those behaviors now? Your future self is calm. Your current self is urgent. And that gap is what you must close. Not by pretending, but by practicing. Practice calm. Practice steady thinking. Practice neutral reactions. This is the real mental discipline. Whenever you feel urgency rising, say, I don't need to force this. Whenever you feel panic, say, I return to calm. Whenever doubt appears, say, doubt is a visitor. Certainty is my home. And repeat it, not once, daily. Because repetition builds familiarity, and familiarity builds safety, and safety allows expansion. This is why people who appear lucky are often just emotionally stable. They expect things to work out, not in a loud way, in a quiet way. And that quiet expectation becomes their normal. So instead of asking, how do I attract this? Ask, how do I normalize this? How do I make success feel ordinary? How do I make abundance feel stable? How do I make love feel safe? The more ordinary it feels, the less you chase it. The less you chase it, the more space you create. And space is where attraction operates. You don't attract by tightening your grip. You attract by loosening it. Let's talk about letting go. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means releasing emotional tension. You can still want something. You can still take action, but without desperation, without proving, without obsession. You can want something deeply and still be emotionally steady. That is power, because power is controlled emotion, not suppressed emotion, controlled emotion. If you feel triggered right now, good, because that means something here is true. Maybe you've been forcing. Maybe you've been chasing. Maybe you've been checking constantly. That's okay. Awareness is the shift. From this moment, you can choose differently. You can choose calm. You can choose stability. You can choose identity over urgency. And once your internal baseline changes, your external life will slowly reflect it. Not instantly, but consistently. Because calm creates clarity. Clarity creates better decisions. Better decisions create momentum. Momentum creates results. Attraction is not magic. It's alignment between identity and action. If you change nothing else, change this. Stop treating your desire like it's missing. Treat it like it's aligning. Stop treating delay like rejection. Treat it like preparation. Stop reacting emotionally to every fluctuation. Stay steady. Because steady people build steady lives. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. Growth rarely feels soft at first. Be honest with yourself. When you think about your biggest desire, do you feel calm or do you feel pressure? That answer tells you everything. Shift the pressure. Return to calm and move like it's already yours. Follow for more calm. Mind Universe.